What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm C.
I'm P.
Today this is a video. This is a guy who does interviews with girls, on the street. He's funny, guys. He's
For the streets.
Yeah, these girls are usually for the streets. Yes, you're right. They're for the streets. So yeah, his channel is called ItsComplicated. Yeah, he's a funny dude. He asks girls questions and stuff. Let's begin.
Who is better at self-improvement, men or women?
Women.
Self-improvement, definitely women.
Okay, rate yourself on a scale
Stop
of
the
1
cap.
to 10.
10s across the board. Oh, period.
Okay, isn't saying you're a 10.
I gotta get a soundboard. Stop the cap soundboard. Stop the cap, because
Admitting there's no room for improvement?
No, not at all.
Isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
You're right.
Yes. We were perfect. We just said
We
we
just
were
said we're 10s.
That doesn't. You didn't say that being on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being perfect.
Facts.
Well, what would be perfect then? On a scale of 1 to 10?
There is no perfect, really.
Isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
So then why would you admit that you're a 10, which is perfect?
Because you should feel in your own way that you
Yeah,
are
yeah,
perfect
you
because
Jesus Christ, the mental gymnastics these girls are willing to do to say that they're a 10 is crazy to me. Like, what's the need to say you're perfect? What's it like? It's like girls, they just hype each other up. There's no accountability. With guys, if you fat or if you this, if you that, they can tell you, yo, you fat, bro. Like, but a girl, they'll hype each other up and say, you fat, but no, they won't use that. They're not gonna use fat. They're gonna use like what they use?
Thick.
Not thick. It's plus size. Like, oh, you plus size, you're a queen, you're beautiful just the way you are. But there's no
I've never heard
accountability.
somebody say you're plus size.
Yeah, you're plus size. Yeah.
Never
You
heard that before.
Plus size.
Thick,
yeah.
I've heard.
You're
You're thick.
I think
But
nowadays
really, they're
use,
really fat, but
yeah,
they'll just say they're thick.
there's plus size, man. There's no accountability to the women. They want to hype each other up. It's crazy.
I've never seen this. Like, literally,
Seeing what?
in the women that I've been around, I've never seen women that act like this. Like, when they're just, like, so self-centered.
They're in New York. That's where you're from. Look at that.
Isn't that...
feel in your own way that
That's not New York. That's,
Was this
That's
Vegas?
Vegas. That's Las Vegas.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
see
yeah.
the roller coaster
You're
right
right.
in
You're
the
right.
background.
My bad. My fault. I saw the New York sign. I thought it was New York. You're right. It's Vegas.
you are
Yeah,
perfect
you
because
should
that's
embrace
confidence.
that because that's manifesting that you are a 10.
Manifesting.
Isn't saying you're a 12 admitting there's no room for improvement?
Ooh, you got me. No, that doesn't.
because, I mean, a universal scale?
You gotta
Yeah.
speak in the microphone.
Is it?
Universal scale, we're talking about like 20, right?
Right.
So, like, there's always room for improvement. We just think highly of ourselves.
Yeah.
But there's always room for improvement. We just think highly of ourselves.
Well, isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
No, it just means that there's room to grow, right?
That means you're not perfect.
Room to grow.
I didn't say we're perfect. We just said we think highly of ourselves.
Okay, but how highly is too highly?
There's not a limit. There's not a limit.
There's never
There's not a
never
limit.
too much.
You don't. There's not a level to where I think so highly of myself that it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's not there.
I think everybody should think highly
Yes.
of themselves.
You should too.
All the way
Yep.
on the outer
You
space.
should.
Are they thinking they're making sense? Are they actually thinking they're making sense in this video?
I have no idea what's going on.
Have the most confidence.
Okay,
High in the sky.
what is more attractive to you? Somebody that's down to earth and doesn't take themselves too seriously, or somebody who walks around and thinks they're all that?
I like both. I mean, no, I would.
It's like a mixture of both.
It's like it is a mixture of both. You want someone who thinks highly of themselves, but
Also knows how to. Yeah.
Well, how can you be both? Aren't they
It's
contradicting?
very possible.
Yeah,
Look,
it
look
is.
at that one. Like, I think highly of myself, and I'm hella goofy and down to earth at the same time. And I'm single, so
But we know that we're not better than anybody else.
Okay, is it possible to improve without taking accountability?
No.
Yeah, you have to be self-aware and accountable for it.
What's the last mistake you took accountability for?
Damn.
The last mistake I took
Probably
accountability for?
always being late.
Okay, why is it often said that women are notoriously late?
Because it take a long time to look
Yeah.
good, boo.
Yeah. Like, we have so much to
So start earlier. If you know how long it takes to look good, start earlier. It's not
That's
that
what I
hard.
do.
do. We have to like do our hair, our makeup. Procrastination, basically.
Well, why not just start getting ready
See,
earlier?
there you go.
Procrastination.
Okay.
There we go.
If you were on a first date, how long would you wait for a man who was late?
Not at all.
I wouldn't wait. If you're late,
Honestly, past 10 minutes.
I would say if they're communicating with me, I give it 10 minutes.
With communication,
I give it like 10,
it's
15
fine.
minutes.
yeah, if they're communicating.
As long as there's like letting me know what's up.
Okay. When preparing for a special night out on the town, how much consideration do you give towards being on time?
None. I have 15 minutes to make it to a club, and I still got to go change and get ready.
Zero.
Zero? Why is it often said that women are notoriously late?
Because they
we
take
have more
fucking
stuff-
hours
No,
to get
we
dressed.
have more stuff to do.
Eyelashes.
We have more
eyebrows.
stuff to do. All they have
wanna
to do is take a
feet,
shower.
nails, hands.
A
They want
shower
to wax
and get
that
dressed.
coochie
We
before
got
they
way more
get
shit
out.
to do.
They want to do all
We
type of
have
shit.
way
They want to
shower
wax
and
that
get dressed.
coochie before
Oh,
they
that's the girl.
get
I thought it
out.
was something else.
They want to do all
We
type of
have
shit.
way more shit to do. They don't have nothing to do besides take a shower, hair already cut, throw an outfit on.
We're just always late because we do so much when we're trying to get somewhere. Like when we're getting ready, we dance and sing, and it's like we haven't done anything.
Okay. I often hear the excuse to be fashionably late, right? Why is fashionably late a thing when women are capable of being on time for a job?
I don't think it's an excuse.
Why do modern women have more of a problem submitting to a husband than they do submitting to an employer?
What was the question?
In other words, why do women think they are free when they serve their employers, but slaves when they serve their husband and children?
Because the employers give us money. Our husbands give us headaches.
So men...
Then why are you with him if he always gives you headaches? You gotta pick someone that you want to submit to. That's the whole point. You don't pick just some random guy you submit to. You gotta pick who you submit to, and if you pick the right person, then he wouldn't be a headache.
I'm not a fan of the word submitting. I would say like you have to pick somebody that you're able to build a life with. Where
How
it
about
comes
this cooperation? About cooperation.
Yeah.
I think I think you guys get too bent on the word submissive. Whatever. Cooperation.
Like when I think of
Agree-
submission, I think of in the bedroom. You know what I mean? Sub and dominate and submiss. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm going like bedroom style, and the bedroom is different from real life. You know what I mean? When you close the door, what I do behind closed doors in my bedroom
But submission
is different when I
submission just mean leadership. You submit to your boss. Your boss says do this, you do that. Your boss says come in early, so you come in
Not
early.
me, I always question.
I mean, you can question, but
I'm
at
always
the end
like,
of the day,
why do I have to do that?
at the end of the day, you do it. You know what I mean? So why is it?
Not necessarily. Not me.
But okay, so
You know me.
so you're saying if your boss tells you to do a job, you're not gonna do it.
My boss is telling me to do a job that I'm looking at, and I'm like, well, why do you want me to do that? That makes no sense. Then I'm gonna question it. If it makes sense to what I need to do that day, there's no need for me to question it. I'm like, obviously I'm gonna do that because I'm. That's just the normal routine, the normal day.
Yeah, but
You know me, I question everything.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but you're expected to do the job at the workplace, right? So, but there are certain things that your husband or your boyfriend expect of you, and you just do it, right? That's submitting.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That's submitting.
Right.
I think the word. I think that's why now I use cooperation, because when you use submission, women get all hot and bothered with submission.
No. Like I said, when you say the word submission, I'm more thinking of bedroom stuff. I'm not
Okay,
really
I see what
thinking
you're
about
saying.
like life stuff.
Okay, let's use them. They think of like a slave and a master when they say submission. The girls, they think of slave and master, but it just means cooperation. Not being like, being cooperating, being agreeable, not questioning everything I say. You know what I mean? Because that gets annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
That gets
That's vice versa though. Like even if you're a woman and a man is questioning everything that you're saying and doing, aren't you gonna get annoyed? So wouldn't you subconsciously understand when a man gets annoyed at you for doing the exact same thing?
Mhm.
That's how I view it.
Employers give us money. Our husbands give us headaches.
So men don't give you money? I thought men were providers.
They
Ha.
are, but
Ha.
I know for sure I'm gonna get paid on the 1st and 15th. I don't know with him.
Okay. What's one thing you wish men understood better about women?
Catcalling, it's not it's not appreciated.
There's a difference from being creepy and then just trying
Charming.
to being charming.
And complimenting.
It depends on if she's attracted to you. It's obvious. If she's attracted to you, she's gonna think it's sexy or whatever. Whatever. If she thinks you're ugly, she's gonna say, "Oh my God, catcalling you gross." That's how I think about it.
Calling is not complimenting.
I don't know. I never really liked.
What does the behavior?
It's because
Like,
you wasn't. It's
I was
because
in- I
you
was in
wasn't
New York.
attracted to the guys.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
I was in New York, and there was a lot of attractive guys in New York. But, like, when you, like, kind of, like, hang yourself outside a window and start, like, whistling at a girl and start, like, saying things to a girl, it kind of depends on what you say, too. Because, like, some men could be really attractive, but they'll be saying some dumb shit, and you're like, well, that's not attractive. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You could be physically attractive, like have muscles and everything, but you hang yourself outside a window and you start saying shit that sounds retarded out of your mouth, and you literally go down a few scales.
I think my main point is a girl will let you get away with a lot more stuff if she's actually attracted to you. The more attraction she has for you, the more shit she'll let you get away with. That's what I would say, and that's facts right there. I don't care what anybody says. That's facts. If your attraction is this way to you, you do one wrong thing, she's out. But if she really is attracted to you, she'll let you do a lot more stuff. That's why a lot of those girls, they see a lot of red flags from a guy. Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. What do? They stay. They complain to their girlfriends about the guy. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's this. And then the next week, guess what? She's back with the same dude that is mistreating her. Because she's attracted to him enough that he's allowing him to get away with a lot more BS. But if she wasn't attracted to him, the first thing you do, she's out the door. I'm telling you, that's how it is.
Behavior of approaching a woman respectfully look like?
It looks like a man coming up to you and just giving you literally a normal compliment. Like your outfit.
And also probably talking to you about yourself other than talking to you about your looks and what you look like.
Instead of being like, damn girl, that ass is fat, how about be like, wow, like you're a beautiful woman.
Makeup looks nice.
Yeah,
Something like that other than complimenting your physical.
If a man gives you a compliment and a woman gives you a compliment, does it have different meaning to you if it's the exact same compliment?
Yes. If a woman gives it to me, then it means way more. If a man gives it to me,
I'm like, a compliment from a man means literally nothing, but a compliment.
Do you know why? Because so many guys give women compliments. So if another guy do it, it's like, oh, it's just a compliment from a guy. It's not nothing. That's why. Guys, you gotta stop doing this shit. Y'all making these girls' heads get too big, thinking they all that. That's why it means nothing. Because too many guys do it.
way more. If a man gives it to me,
I'm like, a compliment from a man means literally nothing, but a compliment from a woman
means a lot.
Now that's something.
So what advice would you give to a man who maybe wants to come up and say something nice without being perceived as creepy?
Approach a woman nicely, say, I just want to let you know you're beautiful, thank you.
Yeah, instead of just like, maybe you could,
Or
if she's into
don't-
it, if she's into it, stand
Don't
there,
even
wait
do
a
that.
second. But if you could tell she's like,
You're beautiful, don't do
like,
that.
then walk away.
Also, go into it like not thinking that you're gonna
Get something out of it.
Yeah, get her right away.
Yeah.
Do women often find attractive men cute and romantic when an ugly one doing the exact same thing is creepy?
Honestly, yes.
Like
It's
I was saying
probably
before.
rude, but yes.
So then isn't it
Like I was
entirely
saying before.
subjective?
Yes.
So then if so, why should a guy even bother trying to be romantic unless the woman already shows interest?
Well, I think it depends on the girl also. Like it depends on who you
I
are.
mean, if an ugly man came up to me and was like, you're beautiful, I'd be like, thank you so
Well, aren't
much.
you also saying that it depends on the guy?
Yeah, it depends on the.
It does.
But,
I'm gonna
but
be
like
honest.
she said, like if an ugly guy comes up to me and is like, "Oh, like you look very beautiful," then
Someone that she thinks ugly, but let's say I don't think they're ugly, that's the difference. So like attractive.
Everyone
is
has
a scale.
Yeah,
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly what I was saying. Let's say Drake or Chris Brown come to this girl and be like, oh, you got a fat ass. You think she's just gonna walk away and be like, oh, you creepy?
No.
That's what I'm saying. It just depends on the level of attraction or status the guy has. If Drake come and be like, oh, you look at you got a fat ass, I wanna fuck you tonight. Guess what?
She's gonna fuck
She's
him.
down. That's what I'm saying. It just depends on the level of the guy. I'm telling you, it depends.
It also depends on how much you really like the guy.
That's
like
basically what I'm saying.
Because in the beginning of every relationship, you're gonna have an attraction. obviously, there's some physical attraction that brings you to want to have a relationship with a guy. After that, it's all based off how the guy acts. So, like, for me, as an example, I'm more willing to act more feminine and do whatever he wants because I'm more attracted to him for his personality and X, Y, Z than I would some other person. Even if that person, let's say, is more muscular than you know what I'm getting at? Mm-hmm. Because I'm already emotionally attracted to you, I'm going to be more willing to do what you want me to do than the other person.
Why is muscular the same thing? What's the version you use? Why is muscular the version you use?
I'm just saying, you know, it's giving like, I'm just giving like a generation. Even like, I could say, like,
no, I get what you're saying. Continue.
You know, when you're attracted to somebody on that level, even if somebody hotter comes along, you're not gonna. It's good. You're gonna treat them as if they're an ugly person because you're already attracted to this person.
But we're talking about like first impressions you're calculating. You know what I mean? But
well, yeah, first impressions. But I'm saying you have first impressions and then you have other impressions.
Yeah, because a girl can find you attractive at first, but then like you said before, something you say or if you do certain things, the attraction can die off. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah,
or it can grow.
Yeah, it can grow. And that's what I'm saying. And when it grows, guess what? You're able to get away with a lot more stuff.
Exactly. And that's where my thing comes in, where because of the fact it growed and you could get away with more stuff, if somebody comes along that's even more attracted to you and says something to me, I don't think twice of it because of the fact that I'm already fully into you.
It's about you know this guy is bringing all this. Well, you want to know what this guy's going to bring. For now,
just because he's saying something nice to me doesn't mean I'm going to get...
So you don't want to leave the thing that you know is working for a chance of something that might not work.
Exactly.
That's what I mean. Girls, they only... I'm not saying they think about themselves, but they are very calculating and that they want the best possible choice. Right? And they're willing to do anything to get the best possible thing. That's why a girl will throw away a guy that's like here for a guy that's here. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, I'm telling guys that for guys out there, before you do anything serious with a woman, make sure she's really attracted to you. Make sure especially if you marry her, make sure she's madly in love with you, because that relationship is more likely to work. Because she's good. Because when she loses attraction to you, the headache starts. She's complaining about everything, questioning you and everything. Her attraction to you has to stay here, high, or things are going to be a lot harder for you. That's why I tell guys. You agree? You don't agree?
Because even if the attraction is here, but then there's somebody that's more attractive that comes to her, if she really loves you, she's still going to be with you regardless.
But that's what I mean. The diamond attraction is high. So you have physical attraction and you have the emotional and the whatever else that you bring to the table. Mm-hmm. That new guy doesn't bring anything that you bring because all she sees is he's physically attractive. But you have to bring a lot more than those other guys.
Yeah.
That's how you keep her because you gotta be at your best shape. You know, you gotta be your best at all times. That's a good thing for guys to be. Always aim to be the best you can be.
One has
scale.
Yeah,
beauty is in the eye of the beholder!
Women will often say things like, all men cheat or men only want one thing. Are women more likely to accept negative generalizations about men than they are about women?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think so because a lot of guys are different. There is like a 50% of them that are like good, like they're really nice and respectful, but there's other like ones that just don't have that, and they do whatever the fuck they want and
Okay.
act a fool.
Okay, but why is it when it comes to calling out female behavior, it depends on the woman?
Because women are weird as well.
Yeah, women do the same shit. There's some shicey ass girls out here in Vegas, especially.
Okay, yeah, a lot of them are on my channel, but you're not one of them. If women don't need men, why do women date men?
For their own pleasure.
What do you mean?
We don't need them, but we want them.
We want the attention. We like the attention.
I don't
That's
know. Maybe
facts.
procreation, boredom, the need to not be alone.
Well, why not just date a woman?
Look, I do
you got
that,
a point.
so I don't.
Oh,
Okay, why not just date a woman?
Because I'm not
It's a
into
different
that.
attention.
Okay, so why do women date men?
Because they have a penis.
Dick.
So if women want dick, how is that different than men sexually objectifying women?
Because
some
women
good
have more
points.
feelings. I mean, they do that, but their feelings come behind it. Where men, they just.
If women don't need men, why do women date men?
Dick.
Okay, how is that different than men objectifying women sexually?
It's not.
Damn, that's a good ass question. I don't have an answer.
We really can't provide nothing but pussy. At the end of the day. That's true.
Okay, so then how?
It's all she can provide. See this thing here? That's probably all she can provide. And
It's not
knows it.
true because
No. That's why I'm saying this is all she can provide.
yes,
I'm saying.
but it's still not true in the fact of a lot of these girls that are saying that because of the fact that they want men is because of their dick. It's the same thing. Like that's not true. That's not what you really want.
That's
because
part
if
of
it
it.
if it was what you really wanted and the only thing that you wanted, you wouldn't be turning down every other man that
That's
you see.
true. You make a good point.
Because all those men have dick.
You make a good
It's
point.
not just about the dick. It's about, it's like, because we would be having those conversations too, where you'd be like, oh, you only love me because I throw it down good. And I'd be saying to you, no, it's not true.
Yeah, but I'll be playing though.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm using that as an
Okay,
example. Because it's not just about you throwing it down good. That's part of it. That may be like 30% of it. I'll give you that. 30 to 40% of it.
Why you go up?
30 to 40. Depending on the woman. Depending on the woman,
go
it's
ahead,
30
go
to
ahead.
40%
No,
of
go
it.
ahead, do your thing. Go ahead.
But it's about you understanding us, understanding your partner. You doing the small things that you know your partner will like. Like, for example...
Well, it's about doing more in general, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you know your partner, like, you know me, you know I like the small stuff. So, randomly, you'll buy me a
certain
bouquet of flowers if you know I'm being sad. Or you'll take me out and surprise me by taking me to the beach.
I know you like
Yes.
Yes, so
you'll buy me a bottle of wine
Uh-huh,
if you
there
know
you
I'm
go.
having a hard day at work. It's the small stuff for women is big.
Yeah,
It's
and-
way bigger than what men think.
Yeah, what I would
This is small to a man in his mind. This is like a tiny small thing. $20, it's small. For a man's mind, him buying you a bottle of champagne or wine is a small task. That's not something big to him. But for a woman, it's big. You know I had a hard day at work, so you decided to go and get me a bottle of champagne and a little bouquet of flowers that cost you maybe $30 altogether to make my day a little bit better because you knew I was having a hard day at work.
Mm-hmm.
For us, that's like all the way up here. But for you, it's just this tiny little thing that you did.
Yeah, I don't get it. I hate flowers. I think they have no.
Yeah.
You have like flowers, whatever.
But to us, it's something huge.
Yeah.
To us, it's more of the fact that you heard us. You heard me tell you that my day was difficult and hard. And you decided on your own, without me having to tell you to do something, you decide on your own, oh, let me make her day better. Let me get her stuff that she likes.
I think one thing I'll add to that is that when you do these things, guys, it has to be reciprocated. You cannot be the only one giving.
Yes, I
That's
agree.
reciprocated.
I agree because
Alright.
women should be able to do the same thing for their man. If their man is having a rough day and you know he's having a rough day, you do things that he likes. If that means letting him sit down and relax and play his video games, or letting him watch shows that you're maybe not that interested in, or rubbing his feet because he's been working all day on his feet too long. It's the same thing.
How come when you ask a woman what she brings to the table, that's not her answer?
I am the
Because
table.
they're not being true to themselves.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So why do women complain about being sexually objectified when you think that the JJ is pretty much all they're bringing?
That's a good question. Wow. Next question, Steven.
You don't have an answer? Okay. All right. Do you think a woman's body count matters in dating?
Well, yes. Okay. When guys look at it, yes, because for females to have sex, we have to give them consent, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when a guy has sex with a female, he scored basically.
Okay, so it's unladylike for a woman to go sleep with several guys, you know what I mean? Because back in the day, women didn't sleep with someone, or they didn't even lose their virginity. They got married virgins, you know what I mean? So that's how it's been. So that's already been like the stigma for women. So when dudes do it, it's already okay because it's been okay for so long. They had prostitution going on all the way back when Jesus was alive, you know what I mean? So that's why
even before that,
make it okay today.
Yeah, it definitely matters. We like to say it doesn't, and it shouldn't, but it does.
Now,
see,
the fact
that's a good answer, I think. We like to think that it shouldn't, but it does. You know what I mean?
Also, like women, does it matter to lesbian women the same way that it matters to men?
Oh, that's interesting.
That's interesting. How do you explain the difference there?
I feel like a lot of times, when it comes to that, it's the idea of you being more experienced. Not saying that people are against messing with a first-time person, but that's such a emotional attachment experience. If I'm the first person taking your virginity, well, if you come across somebody that's already know what they're doing, then
I think girls in general likes somebody who's more experienced because they don't have to teach you. Because a girl is in a feminine nature. She don't want to teach a guy how to put it down. You know what I mean? That's why I think it's way more acceptable.
Which is why I also think
that's
it's
why
awkward.
I think it's way more acceptable for a guy to have a higher body count than a woman. Because a guy is willing to teach a girl about it. If you're a virgin, a guy will be like, okay, let's go. I'll teach you everything. He's willing to do that. He likes doing that. But a girl doesn't like teaching the guy how to do things.
I also think that's why it's a lot harder for women to say what they want in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
that's a good point.
They rather the guys just slay it down and know what they want than for them to be like, hey, daddy, can you go harder or squeeze my boobs or whatever the case may be. You're for a woman to say those things, it's a little bit awkward for her.
And also, it's like basically it's like her leading now. You know what I mean? I think she wants a guy to just know what to do, to take charge, and just do it. I think it's like that in the bed. It's like that in life also.
Yeah.
She wants a guy who is experienced, who likes to take charge.
Well, that goes back to the other video that we were talking about where we said that women prefer guys to take charge because of the fact, especially their partner, because of the fact that they have to take charge in everything else in their life. You know what I mean? From them being moms and having to take care of their kids, from them having to cook for the week for them and their partner and their family. They have to think a lot. So they rather their partner take charge and think for them majority of the time so that way they don't have to.
That makes sense.
and yeah, you're kind of a little bit more comfortable with that. So I don't know why that's different with those two, but I know in the queer community, it's definitely a little different.
Well, if a woman's body count doesn't matter, why would a woman ever slut shame another woman?
Because females are haters. They be hating on each other.
Well, if women don't even trust other women, then why should men trust women?
Woo! Because, like I said, we provide the vajayjay.
Okay.
That's all she
Well,
got.
if women provide the vajayjay and men provide the resources, how is dating not just a loose form of prostitution?
It is. I never said it wasn't.
Okay, so then why do women get offended when you call them prostitutes?
Because they hate getting told the truth.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting.
She's coming around. She's coming around. She knows some stuff.
Why do women hate being told the truth?
Because we are very hard-headed and we don't like to listen.
I think a lot of women have a hard time admitting when they're wrong and they just want to win the argument, even though. And then we go so far.
Or in my case, they never win the argument, so they would like to win the argument
I bring
for
facts
at least
and logic.
once. And when they do finally win the argument, they have a little party and they kind of like repeat it and be like, I won, you know.
I think for women who doesn't, for women whose fact and logic doesn't like register to them, it's the same thing. You can bring a woman as many facts and logic as possibly can. Some of them just won't get it. They'll be like, I'm right. Even though you spell a lot for them, they think the right.
Well,
noise.
for those women, I think they're like that because they've been constantly put on that pedestal of being right.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
There we go. See?
For women like that, yeah. For women like me that are able to admit when they're wrong or not, they get frustrated when they're always told that they're wrong. And that when they're finally shown that they're right about something, they get happy and they kind of like repeat it like, yeah, I'm right finally for once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
That's good to you.
To the point of no return where you're just like, and then you go so far to the point of no return where you're just like, I just have to be right. I don't know why it's a hard thing.
Aren't men more likely to concede even if they're not wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Why do we have the expression being the bigger man?
You know, I don't know.
So why is it often said that women are more agreeable than men?
I think we're agreeable, but in a different way.
How so?
I feel like you said with that, to like please a partner, but I feel like women are people pleasers, like just regular in their everyday life.
In general.
Like I will see myself or see other women, whether it's like in the workforce, whether it's when it comes to being a parent, whether it's your relationships with other women. We'll just kind of take a back seat just to be like, okay, cool, like whatever, we'll go with the flow with that. But I feel like, yeah, when it comes to men with their partners, they'll concede first, but I don't know about like their interactions with other men if that's the case.
Well, how can you be a people pleaser if you also need to be right?
It's a double-edged sword. People are complicated. Like, we're walking contradictions.
Yo, this was a good video, man. This was a good video.
It is very true because we.
I like his line of questioning. He has a good line of questioning.
Yeah, he does.
Like
He does know exactly what to say. But for that stance, especially the last statement, women do want to always please. We want to be able to see other people happy. So we always want to, especially people that we care about, whether it's our girlfriends, our family, our children, our partners. We take the road that's more appeasing to them. Even if we don't 100% agree to that road, we'll still take it because we want to see those people happy. But then when it comes to like a conflict or an argument where we feel really strongly about something, we don't want to back down. And I feel like the reason why is because of the fact that we always take those roads. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that we always take those roads where we always want to appease our partner and our family and make everybody else happy, to when it comes to a point in an argument where we feel strongly about something, a scenario, whatever the case may be, and nobody takes that road besides us to want to make everybody else happy, we are like, we stick to our guns at that point. We're like, you know what? No, I deserve to be able to be right. I deserve to be able for you to be like, I'm going to appease you in this scenario because I'm always the one that appeases everybody else. You get what I'm saying?
I think I think about that a little bit more, but I think, like I said in the other video, I think women are more likely to appease and be agreeable if they, like when it comes to like partners, if they actually are in love and they're actually like madly in love with their partner, with their boyfriends, whatever, they're more likely to, you know, be agreeable. Also, let's say you're at work, if a girl likes or respects the boss, she's more likely to be agreeable. Or if she likes a friend, more likely to be agreeable. I think it all depends on the level of respect.
But that's also why we're also so stubborn. Because if you think about it, we're always so agreeable towards people that we respect or love, right?
But when you don't like
when those people that we respect and love do something to us in the stance where we're like, no, that's not okay.
No, I think it's when the person that you don't respect do something then you're way less agreeable to them because
But
you.
even when it's the people that we do respect, though, yes to that, and also to when it's the people that we do respect, because like if I love and respect you, for example, let's say, and then we're talking about something, and then you say something to me that I'm like, no, that's not right or that's not okay. I'm going to be more likely to stick to my guns and be like, you know what, that's not okay, that's not right, this is how I feel, this is how I think. And I'm going to be even madder at you the more that you don't understand what I'm thinking and feeling because you're sticking to your guns. And the reason why I'm going to be more madder at you is because of the fact that I always am taking the appeasing route. And the one time that I choose not to take the appeasing route, you don't take the appeasing route for me. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. But I do completely agree with that because I think a lot of time, if a woman really likes somebody, she's gonna be agreeable to that person, right? But then if she gets frustrated by the person not being agreeable with her, she's more likely to take that frustration towards somebody else who she doesn't respect. I think it can happen both ways.
I think it depends.
That's what I'm saying.
It depends
both ways.
on the scenario. It depends on the discussion that you're talking about. It depends on the person and how they react to those things.
We're complicated. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Till next time. If you wanna give us video suggestions, DM us. Our Instagram handles will be in the description. Also, the comments are open. Tell us what you think about this woman. Tell us what you think about what we spoke on today. See you next time.